Hi Walter, welcome to Pharmacoms TV. Thanks for joining us today. Can you give us a little background as to who you are and some of your experience to date?
Well, I'm pleased to be here with you today. My name is Walter Greenleaf. I'm a research scientist, a behavioral neuroscientist working at Stanford University. I've had several career incarnations, working as a research scientist, but also working as a medical product developer. And one of the unique features of my background is that I've been involved in both research and product development in the medical virtual reality community now for almost 35 years.
Can you explain what's meant by the digital health revolution?
Well, right now medicine is shifting. We're actually pretty far down the road of moving from a mostly analog world where medical records were kept as with handwritten notes and observations, now to more, of course there's an electronic medical record, but we also now are starting to have a number of digital health interventions and assessments. Sometimes they're called e-health, but we're seeing, for example, combination of apps with pharmaceuticals. So you're no longer just taking a medication to help you with a problem, but you have an app that goes along with that that keeps track of your utilization and perhaps provides some incremental intervention, like providing cognitive behavioral therapy, for example, along with a drug that might be treating an anxiety or depressive disorder. So we're seeing a big surge forward in the use and application technology to healthcare conditions. Telemedicine, better wearable sensors to keep track of our health conditions and sharing that information with our clinical community.
So what impact does virtual reality and extended reality have on neuroscience?
XR technologies, augmented reality technologies, virtual reality technologies are going to have a profound impact in the field of both neuroscience research and in neurology and clinical care. I think for me, what's very exciting is that we're going to have finally a way to do more objective assessments of people's cognitive processes. Often what happens right now is that people are asked, how are you feeling today? Or how did you do this week? If you are dealing with anxiety or depression or pain. And we now are able to come up with some environments that evoke a response, so that we can challenge people using a virtual environment and see how they react to that, capture their psychophysiological data, their gaze direction, their facial expressions, much more information that reveals their voice tones, that reveals their cognitive state. In a way now we can do more research because we have some biomarkers of mood, some biomarkers of cognitive processing. We've tried to do that with paper and pencil tests before and self-report, but now we finally have a way of doing a stimulus response engagement that will really open up new doors for both research and for clinical care.
And what's your biggest concern for the future?
Well, one of the things that I think we should all be concerned about both as a culture and as individuals is that there's a problem that is lurking out there maybe 10, maybe 15 years in the future, and we know it's there because all we have to do is do the math. It's not a theory, and that's the demographics of an aging population. In Europe, in Asia, in the United States, we're very top-heavy. We have the ratio of seniors and elders compared to younger caregivers has changed dramatically since over the last 40 or 50 years. And as people from my generation age, 2 or 3 out of every 7 of us are going to have a neurodementia problem once we get into our 70s, 80s, and 90s, and we're all living a lot longer. And unless we come up with ways of supporting an aging population, and not just dealing with the neurodementias, but also dealing with chronic pain, stroke, and other problems that go along with aging, we're going to have a very expensive situation. And more than just the social impact is going to be the economic impact of having so many people that need extended care. From my perspective, the only way to solve this, and we need to start now, is to develop new technologies to support an aging population, to help people live longer, more comfortably. And I think we're making progress on that, but we need to accelerate that progress.